Welcome back, survivors. I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to Dinosystem. Now, we're doing pretty good if I have to say so myself. We've got that first year under our belts, and I have had some little recommendations about if zoology does get maxed out. Oh, yeah, here we go. So we can kind of figure out, so this is interesting. We can find out the dinosaur populations of the island just from zoology going up, and it looks like we're good on Triceratops while on the island, which is great. The Tyrannosaurs are going extinct. They're probably less than 3. We haven't even had to hunt any of them, and they're already going to go extinct. The Ankylosaurs are doing pretty plentiful, and there are a few Troodons. So it looks like we might even get to a point where the Tyrannosaurs are entirely extinct at this point, and we didn't even do anything to them. So that's pretty interesting. As for other skills, let's see. Body fat, we can probably let that start going down. Range, we do have to work at improving, which we'll probably start using the spears more for that. First aid, we should try going and picking up a little bit more. Building is probably going to keep going down, I'm afraid. I don't think we're really going to have that much more to build. Maybe repair, but overall, not too bad. Crafting, I'm really surprised that butchering is level 72 and crafting's only 62, but anyway, let's resume. And we are very well off with basically everything right now. Like, we have food there. That was Jackass's skeleton. Left behind after our little bit of a conflict with him, and just to get rid of him for good. But I am quite surprised that... Actually, you know what? I'll keep leveling my zoology a bit if I can. But yeah, we're down to less than 4 Tyrannosaurs on the island. It says probably 3 or less, so I'm guessing 2 of them are back at Gabriel's Rest, and the third, there might not even be a third, to be honest. Oh, food's actually migrating. I'm surprised at that. You know what? I'm going to get all the red leaves from here, because I want to try to make a healing mush, and we'll just have that to maybe help with our first aid a bit. I know we probably don't actually really need it, but I figure this will be a good way. There we go, we'll take these back. I think it's just a resin and a bunch of red leaves will make the mush. Ooh, I got the door open still, so we'll put that there. You know what, we better shut that. We just have a lot of meat from how we kind of started this new year off. There we go. We'll make the healing mush up. And I don't really know where we want to go from here. I do know we want to try taming a Troodon. We probably won't be taming Tyrannosaurs now that we know they're going extinct on the island, so our options will basically be down to the Troodons, but that... well, that will have no effect. Maybe what we'll do is we'll keep this in here then. I don't know how quickly it may kind of go apart, but we'll let that kind of go along and see. So for now, I think we're going to do a little bit of just kind of walking, try to work off some of our body fat we have. I do want to make a lot of spears and get our ranged up, so what I'll... excuse me. Let me find pine trees. I'd rather not start using the taxus trees for any of their energy if I can avoid it, just because we'll have a lot of berries start coming with spring on its way. But we'll use palm trees and get a bunch of branches off. Because it's, I think, 2 sticks for 1 spear. Well, that's actually a really cool effect. You can notice as the sun comes up more... yeah, as the sun comes up, you can actually watch in real time the shadows shrink. I never noticed that detail before. Very well included, Daniel. It's nice to see that there's even just the small stuff that you might take for granted and pass up that has been included with everything, too. So that's a really nice touch to be able to actually watch the shadow. Oh, hello. Do we even have a good... no, spoiled. What the hell. We're doing pretty good for... we're doing pretty good for health, so we can take the bit of a hit. I don't think it'll keep going down on us. Yeah, it only seems to be that 1 hit. Ooh, and another one in there. I think we probably... as long as we actually have the berries alongside what we've been having, we should be okay. in our diet, because I know that was something that came up a bit. I can't remember if it was our first series. Actually, we've only done the 2, so it had to have been sometime in the first, but there's always the little statement of, you wish you were eating something different, you're having something different, that we couldn't really avoid too much. But this way, I think we can do that no problem. So let me see. I think I need a sharpstone in order to clean those, yeah. So you know what? Let's just get ourselves a few stones, and we'll work outside during the day now that we actually have warm enough temperatures for it. Oh. Come on, another couple will do good. There we go, that should be enough. Okay, so 1. Okay, that's a bad one. That's an okay one. That's an okay one. That's a great one. So probably use the... Oh, you know what? Actually, let's use the bad one in order to start with the good ones here. So we'll sharpen these into sharp stones, then do these 2, and use those to clean off the sticks. Actually, we'll even bring this one over, because that's still got a pretty good condition to it as well. So there's 1. That'll be 2. And we'll keep an eye out around us, just in case. I don't know where a lot of the animals actually are. Oh, well, we've already lost one of those stones, so I guess we'll take that one. And that wasn't quite a sharp stone yet. I'm guessing they're probably back up around Gabriel's Rest. It seemed like their migration routes were a little more around the north ends of the island, where ours kind of focused more on the south end. But right now, actually, we don't have any animals around us. Food and Mo, I think, have both gone off somewhere. Well, we know we saw Food migrating out that way, so it might actually be time to look at packing up and going to Gabriel's Rest again. Yeah, there's nothing down this way. Okay, so there's another sharp stone. Yeah, we'll try making this one a sharp stone too. But we'll try migrating Gabriel's Rest, and we'll keep the series going. I still think I might only do 1 episode per week of Dinosystem. We'll see. I may keep it up to 2. It's going to vary. I've been trying to experiment a bit as the channel. It almost feels like you hit sort of walls in a way. Like, as I was first going through the start of the channel itself, our first wall, I think, was up to the 10 subscriber mark. It felt like it took quite a bit before we actually got to 10 subscribers, and then it kept going up pretty nicely. We hit a little stall at, I think it was 23 for a while, or around the early 20s. That kept going nice and smooth to about, I want to say 34. 34, for some reason, sticks out as a number where we had hit that. Then all of a sudden, it started steadily climbing up. And I think that was because of when I started doing the carnivores on the channel, is it steadily rose up to where we basically are now at 62 or 63. So I'm hoping maybe once I do, or get into a few more new series, we'll bring in more people. They're kind of going to be interested in some of the stuff we do. And also, I feel I've developed quite a bit from my commentary in the first kind of year. I've understood and gotten a lot more comfortable behind the camera. Well, I shouldn't say camera yet. Camera is on the way after we hit the 100 subscriber milestone as our little traditional progress in a way. Basically, I'm kind of... Oh, actually, we could do a little bit of healing, so maybe what we'll do is we'll use up the mush right now. I don't think we have much other use for it, and yeah, it's actually, I think, going down a bit, so we'll just eat that. Ooh, it actually does give you a bit of food. I didn't realize that. That's interesting. Okay, so we'll keep sharpening these sticks up. But anyway, yeah, I want to keep it more traditional of sorts of how YouTube used to be. Because the way it feels now, YouTube is going in really directions I don't agree with. Like, YouTube Studio, how you used to do videos, and what the current one is... I just hate the new YouTube Studio. Everything was clear, concise, easy to navigate and find. I think the problem is, well, this might get into a really big rant, but I feel like they're trying to make it more mobile device platform friendly. So instead of how it is where... Actually, give me a moment. I'm trying to think of how best way to kind of orient this. The best example I could think of is if everybody remembers back to Windows 10 when it's... No, I think it was maybe even Windows 8. I can't remember how it was. It basically took the Windows experience, almost made it look like you were on a mobile phone trying to do anything, where you didn't have big page like you had a monitor. It was all squished down to fit into like a little mobile screen. And that did not work for people who just wanted a proper computer with the full size for computer stuff. And I think that's what YouTube's doing next as well, is that it's trying to cater towards the mobile platforms more than it's how it started. A lot of stuff is more catering towards this mobile influence. Like the gaming industry, you have all kinds of stuff come up, like... Well, Activision Blizzard, is a terrible example of people just going all out for a certain kind of market with that, but... There's so much, I guess, trying to get the reach in from what the games, or what the market is for mobile, because it can access so many people, that it's really destroying the basics of what actually got companies into the points where they are now. Like, it's less about the feel of the finished product and more about the reach you can get out with it, and I think that's just something I've noticed in a lot of stuff. I'm probably just ranting on stuff nobody's really thinking about, but... I don't know, I just noticed that and stuff, like YouTube, as I'm trying to use that to upload stuff, or... So I'm trying to remember. Let me just see, I think it's... Oh, there we go. I want to see, I think it was something... I know, that's probably going... Yeah, so that's going to get the durability down, but... I just want to try this a few times to see... Yeah, it says we're sore, which... Well, actually, we did do a lot of crafting, so I suppose that explains that. Just want to see, how is range doing right now? It says... Oh, it looks like we actually just got a level up, so... It's going to take a lot to level the ranged up, but at least we have a ample supply of spears for anything we want now. So we'll just bring these in, stack them into our little home here, and go get some sleep. But anyway, that's also something that I've gotten a little more used to and comfortable behind the microphone right now. Not the camera, not yet at least. But is that I'm sharing my opinions more. I'm sure some people don't want to hear them. They have other things they want to listen to or not listen to that. So I won't use it as something that's going to dominate the channel and try to push some agenda or my beliefs onto anybody. But it's just some way that I can kind of feel like I'm connecting with you guys in a way and being there with my audience. The mobile trend, I have a feeling, is going to taper off a lot, as now that everything's kind of settled with it, it's going to start kind of relapsing in a way. Like, everybody has smartphones and they're all connected and everything, but I think that's going to wear off in just how novel it is in a way. Like, technology is always advancing in such ways that things that took everything by storm just suddenly start... Oh, excuse me. Dying right off and completely fading out. Like, look at how it started with VCRs to DVD players to... I don't even know what it is now. I think Netflix. Like it's... There'll probably come a point where things are going to keep progressing so far. All of these kind of gimmicks to try to keep on top of it are just going to start falling entirely flat. I think what it is both technology progressing, and there's just a novelty about it, is that because it's new and interesting, it can draw things in more. But once that fades away, it's probably going to really start hitting the realization that people just want something different that's a little more steady. So we'll head out, get ourselves a drink, and you know what? Because we're so rested, I think we are going to depart for Gabriel's Rest, just to see what's kind of become of up there. So let's sneak into here. We'll take an axe, and we'll take a spear. There we go. I can't remember. Did I have a backpack made, or did I still need to make one? I have... Oh, maybe I didn't make one yet. Okay, you know what? Let's do that. Let's make ourselves a backpack. I could have sworn I had made one, but I guess I hadn't quite yet. Or maybe there is... Oh, yeah, there is one here. With actually... I have something in there. What do I have in the backpack? You can tell it's been a little while since I've Wait, why can't I? Okay, let's pack the bedroll up and... Oh, I just wanted the backpack itself, but it looks like... Oh, just a spear randomly in there. Oh, no. Okay, well, I see you... Okay, so that's what happened, is the spear kind of got itself stuck in there. I guess it has a new drag and drop you can start using. Okay, backpack onto there. Axe I just had somewhere. Yeah, where did I just put the axe? Oh, right there, right in my face. And we'll do a spear. And you know what, maybe we'll take even 2 spears. Never mind, we'll take just 1 spear. Just so that way we have a free hand we can easily go around with. Okay, so close that up, move you into that hand. And, well, I know Daniel was saying that there were a few sprite and texture glitches that he was looking into. I think I found another one for you. It seems to be the holy arrow of light there. Although maybe that's a sign that it's meant to be used against tyrannosaurs or carnivores for superb hunting. Who knows? Anyway, though, we're going to make our way for Gabriel's Rest, and I just want to take a look at the animal tab again. Yep, probably less than 3, so... We may very well see the extinction of the tyrannosaurs on the island, and I actually didn't have anything to do with it this time. I feel kind of good about that. One human who didn't cause a species to go extinct. And the morbid sadness of that just suddenly hits, and now I'm depressed. Yeah, we really can be horrible people, can't we? Well, just actually a horrible species. Oh, there's food. How you doing, food? Yeah, 103 days old. I wouldn't be surprised if she does pass away soon. She was a great neighbor to have, and just welcome company around our missed father's sleep. Maybe we'll have to name another kind of landmark around us, or... Oh, what do we got here? Another ankylosaur. Not Moe. Someone else. But I wonder if we could even make something like a little grave marker, almost. Can kind of keep track of dinosaurs who have passed on, or little signposts of certain things that you can kind of use as landmarks as well. Who knows? It sounds like Daniel has a lot of big plans for Dinosystem still to come, because in some of the comments on the last episode, he mentioned there's stuff he wants to do, like... Actually, should I say? Yeah, it was last episode. I'm just trying to get the dates in order, because it is Tuesday I'm recording this stuff, on the February 4th. Sun's rising, everything looked good. But he said that he wants to get into something like tech trees. So I'm wondering if he's going to make the primitive technology kind of keep advancing in the game. So maybe you'll have stuff like... Well, actually, we have a lot of stuff right now, so I don't know what else you could do. I guess maybe you could do stuff like maybe making bone knives that would be better at... Oh, we got a Triceratops here. Just wandering. Okay, it's a female, so I don't think she'll be kind of too mean to us. I think it's the males we have to watch out for. But I don't know if he'll... Oh, wow, this area really flourished. I don't think this was quite like this before. We'll just walk over this way a bit. There's a Triceratops. Yeah, there's a male, so we definitely need to be careful how close we get to him. Oh, yeah, and there's... Well, I think that's Capribyte rock right there. Yeah, it looks pretty similar to it, so we'll just head over just to make sure. But, oh, damn, I get so sidetracked so easily when I'm trying to go through this. What was I saying? Yeah, last episode, Daniel said he's going to try working on doing stuff like trek trees. So there actually is like a... Yeah, Capribyte rock. There's a progression of actual building and materials you want to kind of put together for things. So that'll be cool to see how he implements that and what direction he takes for it. Here we are. I guess we might as well start settling in back here. Oh, we have a few things to repair. And you know what? I'm just going to do a little bit of looking around first. Because there is a Tyrannosaur there. Oh, there's actually a carcass over there. That's quite interesting. So I wonder if that died due to old age or something, and how old this one has. Can't inspect too far. But that really does mean there are not very many left on the island, because that has to be one of 3, if it's even 3 left alive. Oh, guarding her nest, so there are actually some Tyrannosaur eggs somewhere. Oh, yeah, right there. Now, the question is, do we leave them be so that way she can tend to them, or what? Actually, how is she doing for age? Is she really old? Actually, she's not too badly off for age, so might not be going extinct quite yet. But we will have to see. If she does try to give us problems, we may go through and kind of develop this into becoming another fortress and bunker to hunt her down with. But we'll have to see as things go along. I'm pretty sure her AI is advanced. Oh, and there's a Troodon. And is there a nest around it? Let's see, so this Ankylosaur is just reaching a tree. He's a bit old, but not too far up there. Oh. Ooh, actually, she is pretty old and not doing too well on health. I'm really surprised at the Tyrannosaur carcass over there, though. I don't know if they got into a territorial dispute or something, or what, but I don't know if that means we'll really stay... Oh, very old for the Troodon, so she actually may pass away soon enough. Yeah, too old to tame her. That is a lot of meat there that we could make use of. But it's mostly going to be this one that we have to be careful of. So I think first off is we're going to try to look at repairing some of the things we have here. So for the thatch, I know I'm going to need wood and resin, I believe. So the pine tree right here should be good for that. Yeah, I need more branches, more wood, more leaves. Three, 4, 5. That should be more than enough to repair the thatch. And we just gotta get leaves now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and let's snag those before they start blowing away. 2, 3. Ah, shoot. Okay, well that should be enough leaves, and now we do have an axe here. Actually, we do have the 2 axes, so this shouldn't be too problematic for us, and we'll just chop down one of these dead trees. I don't think there should be too much health left on them, so it should be easy just to... Ooh. I say it should be easy when I completely miss the tree itself. And there we go. Okay, so that on our back, and we'll take the wood with us. I don't think the wood's in the greatest of quality, but should be good enough that we can easily bring it in and repair some of our stuff. And I don't think we'll need to sneak with the distance we have from the Tyrannosaur for now. Okay, And we can start repairing and getting this place good to go for a new year. So let's start repairing. And with that, I'll probably leave this episode of Dinosystem right here. Oh! So her young have hatched. Because there's one right there that's already off and about. And there's the other. So we need just some resin now. We might actually be able to tame a Tyrannosaur before before they go extinct. We'll have to see. It's going to be a big challenge, but if the means are there, we could always make a run back to the other place. Oh. Yeah, so that should be the thatch and the door all well repaired. And then it's just this stone wall will need a little bit of work. Actually, you know what I'll probably do next episode is go back to the other place to be able to get us some of the meat we have saved up. But for now, we're going to end this episode here. So, thank you all for joining me on another episode of Dinosystem. This series is going to keep going. I do want to try slowing it down a little bit for either once a week or 2 episodes on one day. I still have to figure out the rendering and encoding stuff. Just, it kind of manage the time. It's either the rendering and encoding takes longer or the uploading takes a lot longer. One or the other. So I'll figure out kind of there and try to keep the videos a good quality for visual speaking. But until I see you all in the next episode, thank you for joining me as always. If you do like the content, be sure to leave a like or a comment in the comments down below, and I'll catch you again very soon. Until next time, survivors, please remember to take care and stay alive.